Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to make is Italian Parmesan rolls or dinner rolls. This particular recipe, I have enjoyed making it for years. It actually is a recipe from my parents' restaurant, and they come out absolutely delicious. So I want to start off by giving you the recipe. I did make these Parmesan rolls in my bread maker. You, of course, can make them by hand. I will have the recipe below the video, but this is what the recipe consists of. You will need 3 1/4 cups of flour, 2 packages of active dry yeast, 1/2 cup milk, and you do want the milk to reach a temperature of 120 or to 130 degrees. You'll need 1/2 cup of water, and you'll want that water to reach 110 degrees. And you need 1/2 cup butter. Now, if you don't have butter or you prefer margarine, you can make these with margarine if you prefer. I like to use the butter myself. Then you need 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 egg and beaten ahead of time, and you'll need 1 cup of your grated Parmesan cheese, whatever brand that you prefer. And then, of course, sesame seeds for the topping for these rolls. I think it adds a lot of texture to the rolls. They come out prettier too, I think, with the sesame seeds on top. I do have some dough. This is the remaining part of the dough that came out of my maker. It's an extremely light and delicate dough. It just feels so light in my hands right now. I'm going to put some flour down on my countertop here and put my scale on. I make my rolls about 3.4 ounces, and I get a dozen out of these. So I'm going to just cut a roll out here. I'm really particular. I like it to be exact, so that all the rolls look the same as well as they bake up the same as well. You're going to need, of course, a grease tray or a cookie sheet or whatever. And on forming the rolls, if you have your own way of doing them, then of course feel free. I just round them and flatten them a little bit like a disc in my hands. And then with my fingertips, I just pull it all together on the bottom like that, and then I just press that in with my index finger, and then finish rounding them, and then lay them on the tray. Let's do another one here. Okay. All right, that one was exactly 3.4. Again, just to repeat again, I just make a little simple disc. Bring all the sides together where I'm really pinching it together, as I showed you just a moment ago, and then I press down with my index finger and then round them off with my hands. Okay, and I generally bake only about 6 or 8 to a tray, that type of thing. Now, going back to the instructions, these rolls, of course, have to double in size. What I like to do, though, before I put my cloth over them, I mix up an egg mixture with a little bit of water. And I just take a brush and I brush the tops of the roll, and then I sprinkle the sesame seeds on. Now, some of you prefer to let the rolls rise and then put your toppings. but I find that we have to be so gentle with them, and even if sometimes if you are gentle, they'll deflate. So I like to put the toppings on before I put my towel or whatever I'm going to put on top to keep it warm till they're double in size. And they might double for you in 30 minutes, and it might take you an hour. It really depends. Mine actually took almost a full hour today in my kitchen. So again, you will bake them up at 325 degrees, and they're going to now take you anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes. And again, as I mentioned earlier, you'll get a dozen out of them if you make about 3.4 ounces. I want to rinse my hands real quick here, and then I want to show you the rolls once how they bake up, and this is how they turn out. They actually are beautiful, and as they're so pretty, they taste just phenomenal. They really do. These are actually still warm. They come up a nice golden brown on the bottom, and I want to cut one for you to show you what they look like on the inside. And I don't know if you can actually see the steam or not, but they're still warm. They have this very moist but yet delicate texture to them. And then you can smell that wonderful cheese. Now, I don't know if you can see it with my fork, but I'm actually just going against the roll, and you can see how nicely the crumb is coming as it's flaking with my fork. It's not thick or dense, that type of thing. They are absolutely the best tasting rolls. You can put a little bit of butter on them or whatever. You can eat them warm, you can eat them cold. They make great for like a dinner roll or even making a sandwich with them. So there you have it. If you try this recipe and you like it, and I hope you do, leave a comment because I'd like to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching Diane Lovetobake, and please subscribe. I'll see you again soon.